So, welcome back, everybody. Over the years, the film industry has given us some of our best-known and most loved songs.
Now, some of those, like Saturday Night at the Movies and Pretty Woman, have been given a makeover by the singing group the Overtones.
Timmy, Lockie, Mike, Mark and Darren, don't test me, are here with us now. Morning, all.
Morning.
Good morning. Lovely to see you again. We're going to hear from you, I think, in a couple of minutes. We're going to first, though, listen to a couple of tracks from the new album.
Now. Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet. Pretty woman,
Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? Or when you're hugging with your baby, that's for the balcony.
I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bed and rest at ease. With just the bare necessities of life.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.
You've not seen this before, have you?
No, that was good. Oh, that was really good. We've got a lot of dance moves that we've just forgotten, I think, when we're looking at that.
I love that you were singing along as well. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Well,
You didn't like that I was singing along.
I wasn't happy. We're not 7 members of this band. I mean, Lockie, first of all. I mean, where did the idea come from? Films, film music.
We were at Warner Brothers selecting songs for the third albums, and a couple of them were from big films. We thought, oh well, let's do the whole album like that. And there are so many classic films that people connect with and know and love, and songs from Breakfast at Tiffany's and Grease and Dirty Dancing and the big bangers that get you up and dancing.
They're very upbeat, aren't they?
They are. We've you know, this time we've got a couple of ballads in there, but we thought it'd be good to get some big bangers on this album. You know, and we're thrilled. You know, it's. Can
we say bangers at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Could you just stop saying it and apologise?
No, I'm so sorry. That didn't come out right.
You're right. Now, we're going to hear from you in just a moment. But in terms of it's a very tight unit. We're all seeing that. You all get on incredibly well, but you can't do all the time. Do you?
Oh yeah, I mean we've known each other for years. We were together as a group for about 4 years, even before we were signed. So yeah, we're like a band of brothers, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, we have our moments. Like Mark said, we're like brothers. But you know, 10 minutes later, we're fine.
Who's the most bossy? I'm sure I asked you this before.
I'm not sure, Mike. I think.
Mike.
Is it always you?
It's not true.
Mike, they all just voted for you. You are.
We pick on him because of his hair, don't we?
See, it's the hair, it's the bossiness.
Other than that, you all get on fine.
I'm a nice guy, really.
Well, no, Twitter has gone mad. Everybody looking forward to seeing you this morning.
Hello, everyone.
We're going to add to it by... You're going to sing for us as well, aren't you?
Cool. Yeah.
So, who's going to start?
We'll give you a little burst.
Here we go.
Well, Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see?
Our album's out on Monday.
When you're hugging with your baby, last from the balcony.
Oh, pretty woman,
Shoot, shoot,
walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman, I don't believe you. You're not the truth. No one can look as good as you. Oh, pretty woman.
Oh, what can I say? Great, really.
You're not bad either.
Is there nothing else you can sing? Now, the album's out on Monday.
It is indeed.
Very nicely done. In terms of what influences you, I mean, where do you go? You're picking movies. Have you got your next project sorted out yet? Where does it go?
Oh, I mean, no, we're just incredibly focused on this album now. I mean, we're a vocal harmony group from a deep bass to a high falsetto, so this style of music it sort of fits us like a glove, and we have a real passion for it. And so I think there's a lot we can do, and we record our own original material as well, which is also on Saturday Night at the Movies. So, and that sort of has more of a modern influence. So, like, we can do lots of things.
Who writes the harmonies, or how do you work it out, Tilly?
Oh, well, we actually sit down and arrange them like...
Yourselves?
Yeah, we sit down, I mean, and we put a lot of work into them, and it does take you know, a bit of craft and a lot of work for us to get them up to a really good standard.
Do you sit there and sing together first and write it down later? That's how it works.
And it all happens very naturally. And can I just say as well, we're having a blast. We do so many live shows as well, and we're actually going on tour in February, March. And please come along. We're in some beautiful venues up and down the country. We always have a blast on tour. It's a party in the audience as well. Everyone has such a good night. So dust off your dancing shoes, everyone.
Yeah, no, well, there are quite a few people dancing here, to be honest, but the cameras already. So yeah, it's kind of what I want to know is who tries to big up their role, because it's, you know, you have to share a lot with us, don't you? But
the thing is, I think you might find in a lot of groups that there might be egos and things, but you know, we know where our strengths lie, and you know, we tend to sit quite happily in our positions and everything. We have a good time, you know. We just have a good time.
But Frankie Valli we met Frankie Valli, and he said to us, boys, you have beautiful individual voices, but together, that's where the power is. And so to hear something like that from Frankie Valli himself that was a really lovely moment for us.
And you had a huge year last year, didn't you? 2012.
Yeah, like, so, you know, we performed at the Queen's Jubilee, which was just it was crazy, like, you know, just and a moment where you have to pinch yourself, basically. Like, you know, we stood on the stage in front of 250,000 people waving their flags, and yeah.
He got tickled by Stevie Wonder in the Palace afterwards.
Yeah, we're jealous. Tickle me, Stevie.
We were invited back as well to perform at a Festival of Remembrance at Royal Albert Hall, and that was amazing as well, you know, performing with Rod Stewart, and, you know, some of the lineup was incredible. We're very lucky boys for living the dream.
Continue, having a great time.
What happened when you were first spotted, and what were you doing? Were you decorating, or have I made that up in my head?
The story goes. Right, what
the story goes.
Me and Mike had an idea to set up a business, but just so that we can rehearse, because it was getting hard to rehearse because we was doing promo jobs and bar work around the country, you know. So basically, we was just rehearsing in a tea break for a gig, and Lady Luck kind of walked past. And
who was Lady Luck?
An A&R scout for.
Right.
But you know, it sounds amazing. It is an amazing story. But we'd earned our stripes. We'd been grafting for like 5 years to try and get a record deal. We did everything you can imagine, you know. So we was due a bit of luck.
Speaking of luck, and it just struck me sitting here, we are at 1st November, winter is upon us. If one of you gets a cold or something, what do you shut them out of the room?
Well, I get a cold, it's all right, it just makes the voice go lower.
Yeah, and if one of us gets a cold, you're going to step in because you look so smart, you could fit in the van. Done.
It'll take more than that. After singing to her, you need to do a lot more to impress me.
We'll train you up.
So, the album, as I say, out on Monday. You must each have your own favourites.
Yeah, I think we've all got a different idea of our favourite songs on the album.
Go on, then.
There's so many great songs on this album, it's really difficult to kind of pick one.
Yeah.
But for me, it's got to be Do You Love Me from Dirty Dancing.
I would say Jungle Book medley, I'm a Big Child at Heart.
We do a duet of Hit the Road Jack with Beverly Knight.
Oh, yes, you do,
and
don't you?
she's extraordinary.
Okay.
I'm going to say Runaway. It's a great old tune, and yeah, I love performing that.
We do a version of Neil Sedaka's Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, and we've always wanted to do that.
So that's a bit more ballad, is it?
No, it's really upbeat, and it's a bit of a jolly number.
It's one of those happy break-up songs. High energy break-up.
Sorry.
Now, we ought to end with a bit more singing.
Yeah.
We're going to throw it back at you.
Is that going to be?
God, we can sing anything.
All right.
Let's sing the break-up song.
Let's see you. We're going to put you on the spot. You haven't rehearsed this, so take it away. What
should we do? Do you want to do a little bit of, maybe we could do a little bit of Forget You or something?
Come on then.
Yeah.
Come on
then. I've seen you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I'm like, forget you and forget her too. You just tell us when to start. I was really with ya. Oh, well, ain't that some shit? All this pain in my chest, I still wish you the best.
we got to stop.
She gets Pretty Woman, I get Forget You. Thanks very much.
Perfect, boys. Thank you.
Thank you.
The album Saturday Night at Movies is out on Monday, as you've already heard.
That's all from us this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, you'll be back tomorrow
Back
morning.
tomorrow.
Have a lovely day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.
The sheriffs are coming now.